This meditation is meant to get you in touch with your internal voice. The internal voice is the one that emanates from within. This voice is not to be confused with a voice that tries to defeat us, the one that tries to limit us and make us feel inferior. That voice is not your internal voice, but the programming the world may have imposed on you throughout your life. It's not an internal voice, but an external voice that has left its print on your psyche. Your internal voice is the one that brings peace yet fuels you at the same time. Today, I would like to help guide you towards this voice, this precious core of self. Find a place on which you can feel relaxed and comfortable. Expand your body, shake up your limbs and relax. Let go of all expectations. Breathe. Hold on to the air as long as it feels comfortable for you, and exhale with gentleness. Do this again. Breathe again, but this time inhale even deeper, expanding your lungs. Hold on to this precious oxygen. Let the prana cleanse you. And then exhale, a loud exhale. Let's do this again. Breathe in, deep in. Expand your lungs. Hold on to this oxygen. And then exhale, a loud exhale. Do this again, but this time as you exhale, do so comfortably and relax. One more time, breathe into your maximum capacity. Hold it. Feel how this air fuels your vital energies. And as you exhale, understand how this air has the capacity to calm your nerves and bring you back to your center. Now just relax and breathe as your body desires. Let go of every external and internal expectation. We have been taught to push our internal voice back and to let the external voice of the world be the one that rules our psyche, interrupting our natural process of evolution. For that action demands the sacrifice of self over anything and anyone external. But the beauty of being human is that if we so wish, we have the capacity to relearn. We can discard all belief patterns and create new ones. The beauty of our soul is that it yearns to be with the Spirit, the passionate, intuitive, creative fire which resides deep within, which holds the truth to our being, as well as the path to our unique expression while honoring the divine spark in others. To vibrate at a higher level is not the listening of the external voice, nor the running away from our shadow. To vibrate at a higher level is to return home to yourself, to find your grounding, to own your dark and your light, and find a balance between them. A unique balance meant to serve you, not the world. And when you find and honor that unique balance that works for you, the creativity goes up, because you have now opened the channels for your inner voice. And when you listen to your inner voice, when you listen to your spirit, despite the ups and downs of everyday life, you will always find a way to return to your center. When we listen to our inner voice, we spread healing to the rest of our being. Each part of us gets infused with an undescribable energy that emanates from the deepest part of your being, reaching every single cell, healing you physically and mentally. I am going to ask you to visualize your body, visualize your feet, and from the deepest, most conscious part of your being, surround them with a beautiful, brilliant light of rose color. Give them thanks for the work that they do, for your feet keep you grounded. They take you to places. Let this light that you've created expand. Let it expand over your legs, knees, buttocks. Feel how your body vibrates. Thank your legs for all they do for you. Now let this light expand to your belly, and imagine the light penetrating deep within. And let the light cover all of your abdomen. Thank your abdomen. Let the light expand all the way up to your lungs, your heart, your kidneys, and every other organ. Feel the love your heart emanates. Feel every one of your organs and fill them with this rose color light. These organs are the root of your life. Thank them. Thank all your organs because they do take care of you. Show them love so they may show you love. Let the rose color light penetrate to unblock any channels. Now let the light expand to your throat, opening up your chakras, healing the many times you were told to be silent, not to say anything. Heal all the times that you wanted to cry but couldn't. The times that you wanted to express your sadness or your anger but you were not allowed. The times you had to hide your pain for the sake of others. Let this beautiful divine rose, this light, let it heal you. And if at this moment you feel like crying, do so. Let those tears flow. Let those blocked emotions go. At this moment, you are safe. At this moment, you are safe. breathe. Breathe and be. Just be. When you are ready, let the light expand until it reaches the top of your head. And now, at the crown of your head, you can feel this rose light vibrate. It's healing, it's loving, it's just, it's playful. And it engulfs every part of you. It is pure, pure love. Feel how this light feels like the caress of the most delicate flower against you, or the loving touch of a loved one. And now this light emanates a voice that whispers, I love you. I love you. You're safe. You're loved. You're wonderful. You're amazing. You are pure divine potential and you are loved. Thank this light for reminding you just how precious you are, how lovable you are, and how cherished by life you are. Thank this light for the love you now feel, for reminding you just how absolutely indispensable and unique you are. Feel a smile brand your heart, your soul, and your psyche until it reflects on your face, recognizing the beauty that is you. Now this light expands until it reaches past the skies to the universe and beyond. Feel the channel of life it has created. Visualize this channel in whichever way feels best for you to do so, but feel the connection between you and the pure divine source. You are now in the deepest part of your subconscious, a place you were taught to fear. Yet something in you knows you have always known this place. It is the best place to heal any mental blocks, any psychological wounds, any scars your soul may carry. Feel this new dimension. Now imagine your ethereal body standing in front of escalators. You can't see the end of the escalator, but you realize that it leads to a place where there seems to be no light at all. A place that may feel a bit uncomfortable. The time has come to make the choice to get on the escalator or to remain in the comfort zone of your subconscious. If you choose to remain within the comfort zone, then just stop this meditation and keep doing some breath work. You can come back to this meditation when you are ready. If on the other hand you choose to take a leap of faith and get on the escalator, let's keep going. Remember that you're not alone. I will be keeping you grounded by guiding you. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Again. One more time. Now that you're on the escalator, feel the movement beneath you. Your whole being understands you're going to uncharted territory. When you reach the end of the escalator, you can see your ethereal body is standing in front of a door. Observe this door. The shape, the size, the color. This door represents a current situation in your current life, a situation which might be hurtful or unpleasant. It represents whatever you feel is currently the deepest, largest blockage in your mind and soul. It is something which lowers your frequency and which you feel is not allowing you to move forward. I will ask you to gather your strength and open the door. Now you're in front of a road with two pathways. One has the number 1 on it, the other the number 2. Both paths are clear. You may think you have to choose one, but that is not the case. You understand that the paths of the subconscious are not something you can just choose by chance. You will need to walk both paths to come to understand why at one point they joined, becoming one. One path is your light, the other is your dark, and they're both beautiful. Both paths have ups and downs. Both paths have good and less than pleasant feelings. You will need to take a chance to experiment both, to try both, but do so consciously. Most people often walk one or both paths without meaning to, without awareness. As such, the lessons are discarded and they often find themselves jumping from one path to the other, not understanding their meaning. You are now here, and you now understand there is nothing to fear. You will need to walk both paths to understand your subconscious and merge more healed and integrated. Both paths hold valuable information about yourself. They may show you things you may not like, but which are necessary for your healing, leaving you with the realization that you're stronger than you first thought. They will also show you the magnificence of your being, your value, your greatness, your gifts, your talents, your truth, and your unique inner wisdom. Now, I invite you to walk these paths. We'll start with the path with the number 1 on it. But first, focus on identifying that blockage you're currently holding. Once you have identified it, imagine you're holding it on your hand. Now start walking. Once you start walking, you can feel the darkness all around you. You feel as if this energy has the capacity to drain you, draining your mind and your body. As heavy as it may feel, with each step you understand that this is also a path of possibilities, endless possibilities. It is the path that holds pure creative power. Now this path is asking you to think what would be the best solution to your problem, to the blockage you're currently holding on your hands. What do you think is best for you to do to better your life while staying true to your essence, to yourself? It then asks you to see if your thinking is in alignment with your feelings. This path is propelling you towards your own healing and self-responsibility without falling prey to the cages of programming. It is encouraging you to go beyond, to listen to your inner voice. And sometimes to get there, you got to go deeper into your subconscious, farther into the dark. Remember that healing, like life, isn't linear. And that is what this path is trying to teach you. And so, as you keep walking deeper into the dark, you start to feel apprehensive. You have been taught to fear it. Suddenly you start to hear a voice or voices with 2 phrases meant to make you give up the quest and turn back. The voice tells you that you will not get to overcome this particular blockage. It tells you that you will not be capable of resolving and healing this particular wound or fear. This voice or voices, these are the voices that play in your mind over and over and over again on the background of your subconscious, but they're not part of this path. You brought them here with you. That voice or voices are the ones draining you. They are the ones that have hidden, and so you think they're part of this path, part of your subconscious, but that is a great lie. That voice or voices only have power because you allow them here. They represent the voice of someone or something that when you were young told you you were not good enough, not worthy enough, not beautiful enough, not talented enough. That voice or voices lie. That voice was unhealed anger lashed at you. And you do not have to carry it with you. It is not your responsibility to carry their pain. Breathe. Now that you know that lying voice or voices aren't yours, as such not part of this path, you find your grounding and resolve, and you keep on walking. As you keep walking, this toxic voice or voices may become louder, fighting to keep their claws on you. You may start to feel doubt, fear. As I mentioned, that voice came from your past. You will now need to identify this limiting voice or voices. Breathe. Breathe as you do this. You are safe. All you got to do is face that voice. It cannot hurt you. This is your world. Only you have control over it. Identify it. As you identify it, as you visualize where it comes from, suddenly the engulfing darkness ends. And you are now back where you started, at the beginning of the two roads. Observe your ethereal body, now holding this identified blockage which is starting to take shape. And you now start to walk the second path. As you start to walk this path, you realize the gifts the first path has given you are knowledge and hope. As you walk this second path, that hope is reflected as a beautiful light, nothing big or blinding, just a guide, beautiful light, a pleasant, warm light. Another creative light. This light reminds you that you have the power and the privilege to walk more than one path. As you walk this path, you understand that this path is where you can take the creativity potential from the first one and transform your life in this path. One is the path of creativity and potential. The other one is of possibility and transformations. This is the path where you can create a different outcome. You now understand that the first path was only scary because you hadn't walked it. You didn't walk it because of the external voices trying to keep you from your own healing. An unfounded fear, for those voices were never yours. Our soul carries many wounds, from ancestral wounds to the wounds imposed on our tender psyches and bodies. and which left our souls scarred. You lived hard moments, hard times. There were moments when you have felt completely alone. There were difficult times in which you may have felt as if you were drowning. You survived things which marked you. But all those experiences can also be the ones that grant you your strength. The strength to release the shackles, the old programming, and live like a free being. This path now shows you the blockage on your hands transform into a beautiful cooling fire from which a lotus emanates. Possibilities. You are the co-creator with life, and the first path shows you how to use your magic. This cooling fire holds your inner voice. This inner voice which has been burning hidden, waiting to be claimed and listened by you. Feel the healing of owning your own power. The magic of listening to your own voice. You start to realize that the internal voice may not have an instant solution. But as you keep walking, the path of the internal voice will grant you possibilities to solve and heal that which you have been carrying for so long. You now realize that by walking both paths, you come to better understand the primordial divine within you, the yin and yang of the primordial forces of which you are another expression. Both paths, the light and the dark, needed to be walked. You needed to embrace both in order to reclaim yourself as a whole being. Now you understand that no matter what life brings, if you are willing to walk through the external voices, you will always win. Because you will always be in harmony with your inner voice, and nothing and no one external could possibly know more about yourself, nor how to take care of you, or what you need the most, better than your internal voice. Because that voice is the purest, most truest part of your essence. As you accept this truth, you start to feel lighter, stronger, more valiant, more daring. And you start to recognize that the internal voice you once couldn't hear now beats like a drum in sync with your heart. And it clearly says to you, keep going. You are needed. You can do this. Trust in yourself no matter what anybody else says. Expand, explore, grow, listen. Own your truth by owning your voice. And remember that no matter what happens, you are not a failure. You are not a disappointment. You're not failing. That's an illusion. There's only mistakes, and mistakes are but experiences to the subconscious. from which it derives its wisdom and its strength. Experiences are the point of living, and if you can trust yourself with doing so, if you can listen to your inner voice instead of the external ones, you will start to replace more happy, amazing, joyful, grounding experiences over mistakes. And you will look back at your mistakes and thought, that was cool. I learned something. You will start to learn not to regret your life. And if you listen to your inner voice, no matter what anybody else says or thinks of you, it will guide you to unforgettable experiences. And those represent a life well lived. You can feel the effect your inner voice has in you. And now you recognize the importance of listening to yourself. Even at your darkest moments, that voice can bring you back. Open your mind. Open your heart. Breathe in, feel this inner voice. Let it talk to you about what to do regarding the blockage you had earlier. Breathe and listen. You are now being filled with energy and love, with peace and the awareness of endless possibilities. You're filled with determination, knowing that this is your life and only you get to decide how to live it. You get to realize that the judgment of others have no impact on your life if you don't let it. And more those voices get drowned, get discarded away from you where they belong. Breathe. You're reaching out the end of this path, and suddenly you're engulfed by that rose light that takes you back by the escalator. You look over your shoulder and you see where the paths were, and you feel a great sense of gratitude and peace. This is an internal gratitude to your internal divine, which is connected to the source. Now you get on the escalator to descend. You're going to descend your ethereal body to your physical body, and you're going to feel this descent slowly, gently. You feel lighter. You understand the importance of letting go of programming. You understand the importance of drowning, releasing those voices, recognizing that no one can decide what's right and wrong for you, only you know that, because we're each different. You recognize the importance of honoring your heart over those voices. and that it matters not if no one else understands it. As you keep descending, you feel a sense of integration taking place. And that is what happens when we are in alignment between our mind and our heart. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone. As long as it makes sense to you, you get to experience this peace. Fill your every sense with this newfound peace. Recognize how every cell in you is vibrating with joy, resolve, and love, freedom. For freedom comes from within when we have alignment between heart and mind. Feel your body. It's vibrating with so much love. It's let go of so much restrictions that weren't even yours, that were put on you. Feel how your ethereal body rejoins your physical body, animating again the beautiful being that is you. Breathe deeply in. And just exhale like a free being. Breathe this bliss. Your inner voice is within you, always ready to guide you when you're willing to listen. When you're willing to turn your back to the external voices and just listen to your heart telling you what's best for you. You are a beautiful, unique human being who is presented by life with endless possibilities, many different colors to play with. Remember that fear is an illusion, and that the external voices and the external programming were meant to limit your potential. So please never stop believing in yourself. You're beautiful, you're talented, you're pure divine potential, and you are loved. Bye for now.